Okay, so this water's dropped at least 30 centimetres, and this is low tide. Actually, no, this is high tide. So the water here has dropped at least 50 centimetres, and it's high tide. And that's since yesterday, because yesterday this water was actually overlapping, coming over, and you can still see it's partially wet. So no rain for 1.5 weeks. Seems like the aquifer just drains really fast. So the flow through rate of this alluvium material is pretty fast, but I've never seen what it actually is. So yesterday this was totally flooded, and except for where you see where the sand is benched, all of this was just underwater. So it's amazing how water here disappears overnight. Okay, so another thing I thought of is that the tide is, or the high tide mark is actually low this time. But considering that in the previous 14 days, oh not 14, probably 10, it's been half a metre higher, I would actually discount that. Today's the first day I've seen this beach totally free of water. And you can see it's still saturated, so basically it's still wet, the water's still leaving the system. And yesterday the water was all the way up here. Wow. Plus you can see where the water is now, the weathering of the actual concrete is a lot. You can just tell. It just stands out, so you can tell that that's more likely the long-term water level of this lake. And it's only during heavy rain, which they could actually increase the level. And also because this water level is now lower, it should get a lot saltier as salt water is actually coming up the system, as this is probably basically almost sea level. So because concentrations of salt goes from highest to lowest, it would actually slowly trickle up the system. So this is probably a lot fresher than closer to the mouth of the actual lake. Okay, so it's in the afternoon, it's about 4:30, and the tide is still low. It's halfway between low and high tide. I think low was at 1:15, high tide's at 8 o'clock. So basically this has actually gotten a lot lower by about at least 20 centimetres. Could be a reflection of the low tide, but we'll see when the high tide comes in on how high it actually rises. Okay, so this morning the actual tide was up here. This is all underwater, so maybe that's where the actual high tide's going to be. I think it's about 1.7 metres. Should be about halfway now, and it's still lower than this morning, so I don't think this is going to rise too much.